Hello, everyone. In this session, you will understand how to create a job auto-run configuration. The agenda for today's session includes an overview of job auto-run configurations and why they are important. We will also cover running processes automatically at different intervals, tracking job results, and setting up notifications. The objective of this session is to understand how a job auto-run configuration automates processes, sends notifications to recipients, and maintains log files for tracking and troubleshooting. By the end of the session, you will learn how to create, manage, and monitor scheduled jobs effectively. There are some prerequisites that need to be taken care of before going through this training session. You must have a valid user ID and password. Also, you should successfully complete the course VA100, which covers basic system navigation. The Job Auto-Run configuration screen allows you to run processes automatically at defined times or intervals without needing to manually intervene each time. This is especially useful for recurring jobs such as currency conversion, cost calculation, or payroll. You can configure the process to run daily, weekly, or at custom intervals. Once the process is completed, the system can send notifications to designated recipients, keeping them informed about the job status or result. Each scheduled job typically generates a log file that records details such as the start time, success or failure messages, and any error details. These logs are helpful for tracking and troubleshooting. Let's log into the Onfinity system now. There are multiple ways to open the screen. You can either follow the menu path by clicking System Administration, and then under Server Management, you will find the Job Auto-Run configuration screen. Or you can type Job Auto in the menu Search utility available in the menu. The system will then prompt you to the screen. Click the hyperlink to display the single view. Click on New Record. The tenant and organization fields will automatically be filled based on your login details. The name field is user-defined. You should provide a meaningful name for the configuration. Let's assume we are going to link the process for cost closing. You will name it Cost Closing, and the description field is optional. In the Job field, we link the specific process to be executed. The Schedule field determines when the process runs at a defined time. It can be set to run hourly, daily, on a specific day, or at defined intervals. There will be a separate video explaining how to create schedules in the Onfinity system. Many schedules are created under the Vienna Advantage Standard module. When you install that module, these schedules will automatically appear in the schedule window. You can use an existing schedule or create a custom schedule as needed. A supervisor is a user who monitors the process, receives execution notifications, and checks the results. The Days to Keep Log field defines how long the log files are stored according to their log type. For example, if a process runs every 2 hours, it will generate approximately 12 log files per day. If the process runs continuously, there will be a large number of log files. Since we don't need to store all the logs forever, this setting allows you to specify the number of days you want to retain the log files. Click the Save button. The Date Last Run and Date Next Run fields indicate when the process was last executed and when it is scheduled to run next. The time is updated from the vServer. A separate video will explain how the vServer operates. The Process Now button allows you to run the process manually to check the execution result. When you click this button, a result message will appear at the bottom of the screen. Here, you can see the message, Cost Closing inserted successfully. If there is an error in the process, the error message will be displayed instead. Note that the Date Last Run and Date Next Run fields will not be updated if you run the process manually using the Process Now button. Navigate to the next tab, labeled Parameter. Click on New Record. The tenant, organization, and scheduler fields will be automatically filled based on the header information. The process parameter field displays a list of parameters if the selected process contains any. Otherwise, it will show an empty list and you cannot create a parameter entry directly in this tab. Currently, the cost closing process does not have any parameters defined, which is why it shows an empty list. The default parameter field is used to provide a default value by enclosing it with the @ symbol. For example, if you want to set a date column as a default parameter, you can enter it as @ account date @ where date represents a database column name and the description field is optional. Now navigate to the next tab, Scheduler Recipient. Click on New Record. The tenant, organization, and scheduler fields are automatically populated from the header tab. The login user and login role are also automatically populated. If you want to send a notification to a specific user, click the search icon and select the user. Then, remove the role from the role field. If you want to send a notification to a specific role instead, select a role from the role field and remove the user from the user field. If you want to send a notification to both a specific user and a specific role, select both the user and the role, and then save this record. Similarly, you can create multiple records to send notifications to various users and roles. Next, navigate to the Log tab, which is a System Maintain tab and is updated automatically by the system. Click the grid toggle button to display the log information in a single view. The tenant, organization, and scheduler fields are automatically populated from the header. The Created On field displays the date and time when the process was executed. The Summary field shows the output result, and if there is any error, the error details will also appear in this field. That concludes this session. Thank you for attending.